I am optimistic that in the Clarity Act there's going to be a revision that comes forth that still provides some tangible guidelines for banks and institutions to be able to adopt this and participate in the ecosystem, but doesn't give them so much power that they're able to wrangle this in and, you know, really just put themselves in the same position that they've been in for the past couple hundred years. And so with that, you know, I'm hopeful. We'll have to see how it works. You know, Brad Garlinghouse came out and basically said, you know, we just need to get something passed and then we can iterate on top of that. Charles brought up the point that, you know, the SEC passed the 1933 Act and 1940 Act, and we've had those for 90 plus years at this point. Well, not 90 plus years. We're 2026. So 33, well, that one's pretty close. 2023 would have been 90 years. The 40 Act is in 80, you know, more than 80 years. So, you know, that is a long duration with no changes to those laws. And all that being said, you know, if we do get, they pass the Clarity Act here with all of these things that aren't so great, it's going to be difficult to walk it back. Now, it would probably be in the government's interest to walk things back. You know, if they over-regulate and then kind of walk things back, I think people would be happier with that rather than, you know, every time there's been where the government takes another land grab and moves things forward, people are more up in arms about that because they feel like they're losing freedoms. So I don't know if that's their plan. Maybe they pass this in a way that it's overly regulated and over time they walk it back. We'll just have to see, you know, and obviously we sit on the Digital Chamber. We talk with regulators about this regulation and how things, you know, we think should work. A lot of compliance and oversight for what we do at Digital Wealth Partners and at Digital Ascension Group, how taxes work with all of that plays into how we have those discussions with the SEC and the CFTC and FINRA and the other regulators that we talk to through the Digital Chamber when we propose, you know, different stuff. We help them draft that stuff. And, you know, the SEC actually took a lot of our considerations when regulating RIAs. We were the only RIA, even on the Digital Chamber, advocating for wealth managers to be able to participate, hold these assets, and provide financial advice to, you know, their